you have so much more time than you think you do, right? Being on self-improvement and doing good, healthy habits and working hard and being disciplined and meditating and going to the gym and all this stuff, it takes time, right? And that's no illusion. But at least for me, a common problem that I'm assuming you have as well is finding the time to do that, right? Well, obviously you probably have that same problem because clearly in this video. Finding enough time to like sort of meditate and journal and read and socialize and go to the gym and all of these good healthy self-improvement things can be like incredibly challenging, especially when you have like a job or if you're even especially if you're in school, right? Because people don't realize how time consuming school can really be, because even though you work, if you're working all day at school, like kind of like a 9 to 5 job, and then you come home and you have a bunch of homework to do, like there's so much work to do at school, it's not even funny. It's incredibly time consuming. But when I'm the reason I titled this video, "You have so much time, more time than you think," rather than titling it something like um how to be more productive in general and how to have good healthy habits, right? The reason I titled this video that way is because you really truly do have so much more time than you think you do, right? So really start to think about like what you do during the day, right? And also, if you really want to go a step further, actually I highly recommend you do this, is pause the video and check your screen time, right? Hopefully I'm going to let you do that now. All right, hopefully you've done that. Check your screen time. If not, I'm disappointed. Uh, but go ahead and check your screen time, and once you've done that, sort of think about like why it's so long, right? And sort of think about, oh, maybe I really do have more time than I think I do because my screen time's 5 hours, and I'm trying to do all these long time consuming things like an hour of exercise and an hour of reading and go for that run or whatever, right? All these things that you want to do that take time, but you also have school or work, and you realize that you really only have like 5 hours of free time to yourself, and you just spend it all on scrolling, right? So hopefully you'll start to realize that you actually have so much more time than you think you do, right? Like if you're in school, like for my school, we have these things called like off periods, right? Where our schedules are structured in such a way to where you'll have like certain blocks of time, and it's different for every student, but you have blocks of time where you don't have any classes. You can use that time to do your homework or whatever. And a lot of kids, especially the ones that say they don't have any time to do stuff, are the kids that sit around and watch YouTube videos or TikTok the whole time during their off period, when other kids, I like to think that I'm usually doing that, but let's be honest here, a lot of times I'm scrolling as well. But like being productive during those times that you have allows you to have the like whole afternoon off. Like think about it, right? If you're on self-improvement and self-improvement is really the priority in your life, and you really want to dedicate yourself to improving yourself, and you really want to dedicate yourself to becoming a better version of yourself, then you can't be sitting around scrolling when you could be doing something productive, right? You can't be wasting time when you know it's just going to make your life harder after school or after work, right? You can't be doing that to yourself. You can't be doing your future self that kind of disservice. So, while we're on the topic of screen time, I challenge you to make this video the last video you watch today, right? I don't care what time of day it is. I want this video to be the last video you watch today, right? And what is this going to do, right? If you actively choose not to watch content or not to consume content or not to do something kind of entertaining during your free time, it forces you to think about what you could be doing instead. It forces you to do something that you normally wouldn't do during that free time. Usually, it'll be something productive that you've been putting off for a while, right? By doing this, by opening up your time, like just unclogging all your day with all this content and wasted time, makes your days honestly so much longer and so much more fun because you're not wasting it away like spending 5 hours a day on Subway Surfers. Like you're not doing that kind of sort of degenerate, sort of loser stuff, right? That's the main point I have, and that's all I got for today. And God bless you, and stay wild.